welcome to my podcast, Girl I Just Be Talking, where girl, I just be talking. And it's episode five. That's crazy. I feel like time has gone by really, really fast. Like I've already hit like a month. Well, technically, it's a month and 2 weeks because, the weeks I was off, but like, we're not gonna consider the fact that I was actually off and we're just gonna act like I was here every week, okay? So it's been 5 weeks. That is that is crazy. Thank you guys for all the love and support again. Like I keep on saying, thank you guys so much. For this week's video or this week's podcast, actually, I'm gonna do something a little bit different. Um, I'm gonna do the main topic first, and then all the other segments later, because I don't know if we're gonna have time. Because when I get to talking, I get to talking. Sorry if the camera is shaking again. You know the situation from last week, so let's just we already know. But yeah. So I had two things that I was really just like I was really reflecting on like for the past week. So I kind of just want to share that with y'all. The two questions were, if I could find, okay, here it goes. The two questions were: does high school matter when it comes to preparing you for college or like real life? And then the second one was: What does it feel like stepping into your womanhood? What does it actually look like? So I think I'm actually gonna do the second question first, just because I feel like I'm gonna spend the most time on that. So, what does stepping into your natural womanhood look like for me? I'm speaking from my example of this. I've really started to think more about how I look as a woman to myself. Meaning like I care more about um things that I didn't before. This kind of was like a time span of me. Like, so previously, I would say like 4 to 5 years ago, to me, I did not look good like at all. Like, I was rough. I was rough. And also, speaking of which, don't mind my hair. Y'all know it's Sunday. Every Sunday, or any Saturday or Sunday, my hair looks a mess because I always do my hair after, like on the nighttime, but it's the morning right now, so just don't worry about that. But usually, like, I looked horrible to me. It was just certain things, like physically and mentally. Meaning, physically, I didn't look how I wanted to truly present. Like, I would always see myself comparing others, and that's when I say like my personality or like my mentality was not was not pretty either. I would compare myself. I would get so jealous of people that were like that I thought that looked better than me. I wouldn't say anything because I'm a shy person, so I wouldn't be like, "Oh, you think you're better than me," and then try to like cause a problem. I wouldn't do anything like that. But internally, I would be like, "Dang, like she's really, really prettier than me," and like I'm just like I equated being pretty to my worth, and so since I wasn't as pretty as I thought I wanted to be, I was now like worthless. I would say like I felt like I would say this is like 3 4 years ago actually, kind of recent. Um, I like I said, I equated being pretty or attractive to being worthy of anything, whether it's friendships, relationships, anything like that. But I always had being smart to fall back on because I was the kind of like the smartest person. Well, not I wouldn't say the smartest person. Let me be humble. I was never the smartest person, but I was smart enough to be smarter than some people. That's a good way to phrase it. I was smart enough to be smarter than some people. So internally, so my thought process was like, okay, well, I'm not pretty, but I'm smart, so it's fine. And I have really, really bad self esteem. And to this day, I'm still working on that. I focus on self efficacy. Like, I just need to believe in myself no matter what. And I feel like in the process of doing that, I will have higher self esteem. It's like, that's why you do positive like affirmations, write down your goals. Don't tell nobody your goals until you accomplish them or you're in the process of which to be accomplished by like very soon. Like, don't be telling people everything because you don't know what they got going on to try to rebuke that and you feel me stop you from the trajectory that you're going on right now. Okay, that was just like a side note, but make sure that y'all know that. But yeah, and then a couple years ago, I just was like, okay, I want to work on my physical nature because I felt like at the time I was doing it just feel like I was worthy of to other people. It wasn't even for myself, which I going back I should have done it for myself and not for other people. But I felt like I wanted to look prettier because I wanted validation because I felt like I don't I felt like this crossroad of like I don't know where I stand with other people, if that makes sense. Like I don't know how other people view me because I don't have anybody to view me in any way because of how I looked, I thought. So I so a couple of years back I started wearing wigs, I started wearing makeup, lashes, I started working out more and things like that, like just to improve my physicality to me. And with doing that, I was like, this is so much work. And I wasn't getting the results that I thought I would get. And sooner or later, I had to sit with myself. This was like last year actually, because I was wearing all the makeup and stuff like that. I would do the pictures, I would get the likes, I would get the DMs, but they weren't from people that I would think that, you feel me, we collide. Okay, so I was just like, I'm still not getting the caliber. This goes for friendships and relationships, not just relationships. I'm still not getting the caliber of people that I I want. I'm not getting the caliber of people that I think that I can coincide and be with and help me and them project strategically. And I had to sit myself like I was like I would say the summer of last year I started thinking to myself like why do you feel the need to be put together like that all the time? Like I don't if you guys know if you guys wear like lash extensions, when you wear lash extensions for like a long time and then you take them off, you feel like you look like a boy or you look childish when you don't have lashes on. But like if you just like do a little reset, you'll find out that you actually don't need the lashes if you don't want to. And so I kind of sat myself. I need to find like a common ground, like, and also with that, I forgot to tell you this. Um, the 5 years back when I was natural, now I want to say natural. Like I didn't feel pretty. I also had a bomb personality. I had a bomb personality when it comes to like my actual like traits. Not mentally obviously because I was comparing myself and stuff, but I was like funny, I was weird, but I was to myself. I had two friends, okay? I had two friends, and we used to just be weird and funny, and we used to be our own little posse, you feel me? And then when I started stepping into this more, I'm trying to use good words because I don't want to make it seem like it's bad to wear like wig. I literally have a wig on right now. It looks a mess, but it's on, and I wear lash extensions still, but when I kind of morphed into the person that I thought people of the caliber I wanted to attract would like, hmm, I started drifting away from my true personality. Like I wasn't weird. I tried to act quote unquote like normal. I tried to like, laugh normally, and I was naturally a quiet person, so I never really talked. But when I did talk previously, I was weird. I was like say weird things, just like random stuff. And now I was trying to be like more privy to what I say and more like oh, blah, 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 yeah. And like I try to change the way I speak because naturally I have a deep voice, and I was like talking up here and and I found myself. I'm like I'm playing a character. I'm not even who I am. Like yeah, I may look how I technically want to, but this personality is ugly. Like who wants to be fake for the rest of their life? That is not cool. That is not the move, like at all. So I had to kind of send myself back to last year. I had to sit with myself and be like, who do you want to be? Like, what do you want to be? And I had to kind of find a common ground with who I was 5 years ago, who I was 2 years ago, and then who I wanted to be then or now, technically. And then I was like, I I want to have my personality back, who I was before, and I don't want to feel the need to cater to people because I naturally am a people pleaser, as you can probably tell. I'm a I am a big people pleaser, and with that comes with being a people pleaser comes you, like I said, catering to them, the people that you want to be with, like not be with as in like just be around. And I was like, I don't know what I want to be physically because I like how I look with the lashes and the makeup and stuff, but I felt like it was tainting how I saw my natural self. And I want to be able to do both. I was like, I want to be able to rock, for me, my luscious 24-inch bust down, well 26-inch bust down wig. I want to be able to rock the lashes, do the makeup, and everything, and have a nice fit on. But I also want to be able to have enough confidence to also do the opposite and still feel the same, with my locks and with natural face and with a bum clothes on. I want to still be able to be like, I look very pretty. So what I did with that, this is a long conversation. I could probably like do a whole separate video on this because I'm still working on it to this day. What I did was I was like, what is one thing? I actually got this from this podcast called The Love Hour, and the wife on there, Melissa Fredericks, was talking about how she did like a whole process and campaigns to help her better view herself for her marriage and stuff like that. Not for her marriage, but for herself. And so, what I got from that was she said that she focused on one thing that she really liked, and she always like, accentuated it. I think that's the word. And so I was like, I'm gonna pick one part of my body. I'm gonna go natural, but I'm gonna pick one part of my body to enhance with makeup. So I was just like, I really like my eyes. So what I would do is no makeup, just mascara, and then I would slick down my brows. So just like I'm gonna focus on this area because it was either that or I just wear foundation, no lashes, or something like that. Like I was just like I'm gonna wear mascara, no lashes for the whole summer. So the whole summer I did not wear lashes, and I kind of grew. Wait, I'm trying to think. Did I wear lashes? No, that's not true. I lied. I'm sorry, yeah. This was this year. So I had the conversation, and then like I still was like glamming myself up because I had pictures to take. You feel me? But like I'm still trying to get to a point where I can post a picture without having lashes on and a wig. I will get there eventually, but right now it's not that. I'm still a work in progress. But I was like, what what parts of me can I accentuate? And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do my lashes, and so now I only wear mascara and I do my what's called this. But then once in a while, I will wear lashes and I will wear what's called a wig. Hence this. But also in the latter part, I do like the opposite. And also when it comes to my personality, I was like, what do what do I want the world to see, and what do I want to be behind closed doors? Because previously, 5 years ago, like I said, I was being myself. I was being who I am behind closed doors out in the world. And then 2 years ago, or a couple years back, I was being who I thought the world wanted me to see. So I had to find a common ground, and I was like, I want to be, quote unquote normal, but still have aspects of my weird personality, incorporated in there. And I was just like, I'm just gonna be myself. If I come up with weird people, then they weren't the kind of people that I needed to be with, and we can move on with our life. You feel me? because it's never that serious. Honestly, that was the main thing. Like, I always think when I start comparing myself to others, will I remember this 5 years from now? Like, if I had like a weird encounter with somebody where they didn't like how I acted or something like that, I was like, will I will I remember them or the situation 5 years from now? And 9 times out of 10, it's a no. And then I was like, it doesn't matter. Like, I think we think that people care about us more than they do. And that like sounds harsh, but it's real. People do not care. Like the average person is not looking at you like, oh, like she just had no makeup on. Oh, like I think social media kind of heightens that aspect, and you think that they do, but nobody's really sitting there. I know I don't. I don't be sitting there like, oh, she looks, oh, he looks, blah, blah, blah. Oh, they look, like I don't think about that because I got other things on my mind. I got my own life to live. I'm not worried about how you're living your life. I honestly aren't, am not. So like, I feel like for me, I kind of felt subconscious. Oh, this hair is going through it. I kind of felt subconscious because I was like, people are gonna think that I like let myself go because I'm being natural, but it's like nobody cares if you wear lashes or not. Nobody cares. If somebody, what the freak? Why is this hair all on me? If somebody likes you, they're gonna like you, and they should like you both ways. They shouldn't like you just one way. Because if you think about that, how I was thinking, I was like, so basically, in every situation, I'm gonna be wearing lashes and wigs. And, like that's not how I am all the time. Hence how I be looking in these videos. Okay, I'm not like this all the time. So I would say I was gonna have to do a fake personality, and on top of that, I'm gonna have to be done up every day because that's how the person because that's how I was portraying myself to this person, and I was just like to people, not this person, but to people in general. And yeah, so I just like sat myself, and I was just like, I just want to find a common ground with my looks so that I'm not too like focused on how I look, but I'm also focused enough to care about myself. So like self care was really important. Getting my skin together, wearing perfume, um, even if you're wearing like sweatpants, at least make a match, no holes, no freaking stains on them and stuff. And so yeah, that's where I am now. I'm kind of like trying to balance trying to balance being done up and just being, low key about it. And I feel like I'm doing a good job. Like this is the first time I'm not wearing lashes for a long period of time. Like last year, I would wear lashes every day, lash extensions. The year before, I wore strip lashes every day. Like, and now I'm coming to a point where I'm just like, I like my natural. I like my eye shape. So I was just like, we ball. I don't care. Like my favorite phrase, F it, we ball. Like it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter at all. Nothing matters. Nothing matters except how you view yourself. And that's what I'm working on right now. Like just kind of replenishing my empty tank of self worth. Like I feel worthy now, but I still do like have the same comparisons. But now I'm just like, oh, she's pretty, and I move on with my life. I don't be like, oh, she's pretty, yeah, I'm not. Like one more thing about me, I love complimenting beautiful women. If you look good, I'm gonna say you look good because I appreciate the beauty. I appreciate what God made. Okay, and it's like a friendship wise. Like I just like complimenting women. I like saying, "Oh, you're pretty. Oh, you look pretty." Like every time I see a girl on TikTok, I always be like, "Oh my gosh, she's so pretty." Like I love spreading positivity like that, but I don't compare myself anymore. But I do be like, oh damn, I wish I looked like her. Like, oh, I wish I did my makeup like her. Oh, I wish I had hair like her. Da da da. But at the end of the day, you don't. So you gotta fix what you have and work with what you got. That's period. You don't have what they have, so stop comparing yourself and focus on what you have and make what you have better to yourself. Period. So to answer the question, what does stepping into my womanhood look like? It looks like being my true personality, um, being dual, dressing up and being casual and still feeling the same when it comes to my self esteem and my self worth, and finding a common ground with everything. So yeah, the next question was, Does college matter when it comes to preparing you for life? And to that I say, heck no. Okay? College life is, I mean, what's it called? High school life is so much different from college, from real life. Like you go to basically being like a mini confinement, having to raise your hand to go pee. Like that makes no sense. So I never understood that. Why do I have to tell you when I have to go to the bathroom? It's whose bladder is it? You want me to pee on the seat? Cause why are you saying no? Why is there any? I get like if it's a student that's like constantly out, that's different. But there was a time where we couldn't go to the bathroom 10 minutes before any period of the class ended, whether it was 10 minutes before or after. Who? My bladder doesn't run on your schedule. It goes when it has to go, my love. And but I don't really be using public restrooms like that. I don't like using public restrooms, so I don't use it unless I absolutely have to. But still, why is there stuff like that? And so um really, high school only really it doesn't even prepare you academically. College is 10 times harder. Well, depending on your major, but college is usually 10 times harder than high school. You have way more freedom. So now it's just like you've been in this school system for how many years it is from K through 12, and now you're jumping into this and you're like you have too much freedom. That's why I feel like sometimes people be going ballistic because it's like, well, this is also home life too, but I'm just thinking on like a surface level. You spend so much years of your life having to raise your hand for everything, having strict, things that you have to do a certain way, and classes a very very rigid schedule, and then now you're going to picking your own stuff, living basically on your own, and having to be more self-efficient. And that's like a hard contrast, especially if in your home life you're also like that. I personally was I was very independent. I started working when I was 14. I was like, I'm getting my money on my own because we didn't grow up like having money like that. But people that didn't have that life and like are constantly being told, exactly how to live, exactly what to do, and then now you go to college and you have basically to yourself, you have more freedom. I'm just like, yo, that's very like not preparing. I feel like at least senior year they should start implementing things that happen in college, especially like I took an ECE class, which is like a dual enrollment class. And so in the class, he would literally be like, "You can go to the bathroom whenever you want to, because in college you don't raise your hand; you just go to the bathroom." And he would be like, and he would like act like it was an actual college class. And I feel like that's very effective and very. This dude in the window, and it's very effective and very good to like kind of train people to understand what college is like, because some people don't even know. There's people that think that college is still like a rigorous 7 period schedule and time for you to eat. They don't know that sometimes you don't even have class, or you have 4 classes a week, or sometimes you have classes all the week. um and I feel like they need to have proper training for that because it's not the same. And then socially, is it socially low key? It depends on how big of a college you go to. If you go to like a university or a state university, it's gonna be a big school. But if you go to like a small private school, I feel like it's low key the same as high school. But low key, the people are the same because it's only a 1 year difference from a senior and a freshman, and then a couple years different from a senior in high school to a senior in college. So really, I feel like the mentality is the same. Low key, it kind of is still like high school when it comes to like socially. There's still cliques, there's still drama, there's still people being so immature about simple stuff. Like it is the same. It shouldn't be because you're supposed to be adults, but they're new adults, so it's kind of like different, I guess. If you want to give them that benefit of the doubt, but still, they should get a grip on life because literally within that 4 year, after those 4 years, you're on your own, basically, because you have to find your own job with your degree that you're supposed to memorize. Like that's another thing. When it comes to education, you have to actually memorize the stuff that you're learning in college because that's your actual career. In high school, I'd be like, I know I'm speaking for myself. In high school, I'd be like, I'll remember it for the test, but then after I forget it because I don't care about it. But this, like, I actually have to remember all of this information or the majority of it to be proficient. Proficient is proficient a word? To be sufficient in my career. That's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of more studying you have to do and preparation that you have to have and less time that you have. And that's probably why there's not classes every day for the most part because it's a lot of work, you know? But yeah, I think I'm trying to think of anything else. I think that was it. Y'all can comment down below y'all opinions on those two questions. And then now we're gonna get on to new finds. Okay? Recently, I've been watching Love and Hip Hop Atlanta because it's on Netflix. So I only got to watch the first and second season. So we're going to I'm gonna give you guys my opinions on the characters because I don't really watch reality like that was this is the only reality show that I've watched besides like I watched one season of Love is Blind and I watched another one that I really liked, The Ultimatum. I watched the first season. I didn't like the second season because it was too much drama. I was like, it's too much. Like literally with this show, I had to take breaks. Like it was too much drama at once. Like so much bad energy. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to. I literally took a break for a freaking like 3 days and came back to it after. But okay, let's go in order of this list on Wikipedia. So the first one is Jocelyn Hernandez. Okay, I'm just talking about how she's on the show. Okay, I'm not talking about her previous life or all the controversies. Right, I'm just talking about how she is on the show and how she interacts with people. Okay, here's the thing. It's kind of like I'm always Team Mimi. Mimi was my was my second favorite character in season one. So I was like, dang, why she doing this to Mimi? But I do appreciate Jocelyn like just saying it how it is, not really caring. I do appreciate that side of her, but also when you found, I know she didn't know before, but when you found out that Stevie J was still married and had a child and stuff like that, you should have dipped. Or she should just become like a business partner. But I know it's easier said than done because she said at the time that she loved him, but it's just like and like all the why are you fighting with her? Why are you fighting with her? Like I know she said she didn't have a problem with her, but like she did clearly because she would always be talking about her. I think it was like it was also Stevie J's fault for like we gonna get on him later, but Jocelyn, I like her, but she's not my favorite character. Like I would never say that, but I do like that she keeps it real and she's very vocal. Like she literally said, "I just be using him for money and you feel me." And I was like, I appreciate the honesty. You can't say that she lied to you. Like she be telling you the truth. But yeah, I gave her a 7 out of 10. I give her character a 7 out of 10. I feel like these reality shows it be a hyperbole of who they actually are. It don't be how they actually are for real. I don't think so. I feel like the stories are probably real, but how they act, I don't know. I don't know. 'Cause I don't know them for real. So the next one is Erica. I like Erica. At first, I didn't like her because she was staying with Scrappy after like everything that he did and does. But I appreciate Erica for finally being like, we're done. Even after he proposed and went to rehab and stuff like that, he was like, we're done. Like I don't see us going anywhere. And I loved her progress. You know, and she's a very sweet soul. I love her personality. Like she's cool. She also keeps it real too. I appreciate that. So yeah, I like Erica. I do like Erica. I rate her 8 out of 10. Ugh, Rashida. I rate her a 3 out of 10. No, a 4 out of 10. Okay. I don't like that she didn't believe K Michelle's story and K Michelle's trauma. Okay. Even before I even before I knew that the person that she was talking about, K Michelle was talking about, that did that to her, what that who shall not be named. I was like, why are you not believing her? That makes no sense, especially as her friend. Why would you not believe her? Even though like you know the perpetrator, people have played disguises very well. Okay? Just because someone seems to be a good person doesn't mean that they are. And I wonder how she feels right now after that whole documentary came out and that man is in the jail. I wonder how she feels. But Rashida, yeah, I didn't like her after she said that she didn't believe her. I actually was like starting to really, really like her, and then because I think Rashida, besides K Michelle, Rashida makes the best music. But um, when it comes to women wise, Rashida makes the best music besides K Michelle. But anywhoosy, what's it called? Yeah. After that, I was just like, ew, it let the like, oh, I don't like that. And then after, like, so that, yeah. So after that, I was like, she literally went from like an 8 to a 4. I was like, why are you not believing her? That's so, and like, I came when she was crying. I was like, I felt so bad for her. She was like, oh my gosh, I can't even think about that right now. But like, yeah, no. Next is K Michelle. K Michelle was literally my favorite character until season 2 when Mimi and I think it's Nico and his friend when she accused him of being gay and was talking stuff about him on the internet and like the whole social media stuff. I don't like when people like just think because you have feminine qualities or like something that you think is gay that you're gay. I hate people that assume people's if they don't say that they are attracted to men, then they're not gay. Period. I don't care. I don't care. If, no matter if you're DL or not, or you truly are just a feminine person, you're not gay until you say you're gay. To me, I can think whatever, but I'm not gonna say it because that's rude. That's just disrespectful to assume somebody's. Not that's nothing wrong with being gay, but I'm just saying it's disrespectful to assume somebody's personality. I mean, assume somebody's sexuality just based on some stereotypes that there is about gay people. It's not good. So yeah, she dropped from my favorite characters like to literally, she's like before Rashida because Rashida is the worst, and then Carly, and then her. Yeah. Who is Tracy? Oh, oh yeah, I know who Tracy is. Never mind, never mind. I'll think about season 1. I was like, who's Tracy? But anyways, yeah, K Michelle, I rate her a 6 out of 10 because her story is so powerful. She persevered through all of that, and she still came up on top. She makes good music. Y'all should listen to her if y'all don't already. But it's really just that gay thing that really kind of rubbed me the wrong way about that. And I understand why Mimi was like, I'm kind of done because me, Hey Michelle, she keeps it real too, but she be talking a lot. She just got a lot going on when it comes to that, which I appreciate. You feel me? Like say how you feel, but like sometimes you have to like kind of remember who it's about, and if you actually know if it's for real or not. If it's just like, oh, I feel like da da da. Mm, mm, I just don't feel like that's appropriate. But yeah. Next is Tracy. I think Tracy is cool. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. So before when she was first introduced, I was like, why is she getting so mad at her ex about having women around when they're single for 7 years? They've been single for 7 years. They broke up. But then I remember, and I was like, okay, well maybe it's a child thing. But it's like she was like, even without the child, she still has a problem. I was just like, why? But then when she found a new boo, and what's his name, DJ Baby Screw Baby Drew. When he got mad, I was like, okay, now I understand why. Because you can't be like, oh, why are you mad that I have girls around? And the first sign of her moving on, now it's a whoa, come back, come back. Nah, I don't like that. So I actually like Tracy. I like Tracy now because of that. Kind of like I understand the aspect of the dynamic now. So I do like Tracy. She's cool. I like her. I rate her 8 out of 10. Next is Carly Red. Child, she, I liked her at first. I did. I was like, oh, she's cool. But then when she started like talking and kind of like, I don't know if she lied about the whole Benzino stuff and all the other stuff that she said, but I know she didn't lie about the she didn't. I don't think I think she didn't see Jocelyn and Stevie J kissing, but I think she kind of like suspected something, so she kind of like threw it out there. Which I mean, she ended up being right, but like, what if she wasn't, and then you just ruined the whole thing? So I feel like and then she saw like K Michelle something that like she picked the wrong person or something like that. I'm just like, you realize that you're literally losing friends by the minute doing all that stuff. Like Like, I don't understand that. You could have been like, oh, we should work together. Why did you have to say that you picked the wrong person regarding K Michelle? I never understood that. She does anything to get ahead, but like that's gonna come up and bite you in the butt. And then is she the person that did the is she the person that did the Louis Patagucci song? Louis Patagucci, Louis Patagucci. I didn't know that she made that song because I know from like this creator, I forgot his name. It's like Jay something. He has a character that always sings that song. It's like, what is that song? I was like, she made that. I was like, oh, but yeah. Anyways, yeah. I don't like that. I don't like that she be like just talking nonsense and be lying just to get ahead. I don't like that. That's how you make enemies for real. So I rate her 5 out of 10. Cause I do appreciate her like grinding hard and stuff, but it's just like you doing the most. Mimi, I love me some Mimi. Mimi was my second favorite because I didn't like the fact that she was like keep on letting Stevie back in after he was being horrible to her. Like she is such a beautiful soul, it seems like, and he was just beating her up about it, like oh my gosh, I can't. But yeah, I liked her after she moved on from Stevie. Like when she was like, I'm done. Like I am done. I appreciate that. I love her for that. And her friend, I forgot her friend's name. That's with an A. She, first of all, she's beautiful. Like she is so gorgeous, and she keeps it real with her, and I appreciate that. Um, so yeah, I love her. I rate her nine out of 10. Next, the men. Stevie J. Oh no, I'm gonna do Shay first because Shay and Mama D. Shay, hold on. Shay is too pretty to be in Scrappy's seconds. Cause that's really what it is. I'm not even like trying to diss anybody. I'm just keeping it real. It's seconds. Like no matter what, Scrappy's gonna always go back to Erica because that's his baby mom. And you know this. You really knew they were together and said, "Oh, she doesn't know." Like she's too pretty to be somebody's second or somebody's side. Like she is pretty enough to have her own man. I don't understand why she was like so caught up on him. So I rate her 7 out of 10 because she got to talking too much when like the whole Erica and her and Tracy situation. She was doing the most banging on the window and stuff. Like, girl, it's never that serious. It's never that serious. Mama D, she's a character. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say. I actually liked her sometimes. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I didn't hate her or anything. It's like she was just it was a lot going on. Um, Stevie J, child, child. Stevie, he's my least favorite person in the whole entire world. Like I hated him on the show. The only person that could second him, uh, I don't even know. He was just horrible, and he was outwardly horrible, and you can tell that he was just like he thinks so highly of himself when he thinks he's here. He is all the way down in the depths of right here. Okay, and it's just like sorry. Oh my god. Anyways, he thinks that he's all the way on the top when he's really at the bottom. Even when it comes to like all the people that he's worked with, it's in the past, baby. You can't keep on holding that. Oh, I worked with da da da. Oh, I worked with that. It's like, bro, it was it one song? Was it a couple? Like, come on now. And it comes to like how he treats women. It's just like crazy. It's crazy, like how he manipulates Mimi and Jocelyn. I feel like Jocelyn sometimes she thinks she has the upper hand, but she really doesn't, because she loves Stevie. And once you love Stevie J, I guess you never go. You actually like, it's just like, oh, he treats him so horribly, and he's such an ugly person, inside and out. He's just an ugly person, and I get he has trauma from the past. He really needs to check on that. But it's just like everything that he put Mimi through with Jocelyn, getting Jocelyn pregnant, cheating on Mimi multiple times with multiple people, and like cheating on Jocelyn. It's just a lot going on, child. And just not loving them like at all. When Jocelyn tried to propose, he was like, "Oh no," but then he turns around and be like, "Oh, I love you." He could never say, "I'm in love with you." He never said that to any of them. That's how you know it's like he be lying, but he don't be lying for real. Because if he would lie for real, he would have been like, "Oh yeah, I'm in love with you," even though you're not. But he be keeping it real sometimes. But it's just like, I rate him a 0 out of 10. 0 out of 10. Scrappy. He there's some duality in him because I appreciate him actually being apologetic to Shay and to Erica about the whole situation. But I don't like the fact that he be cheating and stuff, like, cause that's not right regardless. So it's kind of like, and like I like the latter part of like season 2 where he realized that his mom sometimes is the problem, and Shay sometimes is the problem. Erica even sometimes is the problem, and he just needs to get away from his mama making all that decision, cause it really is like a mama's boy type of thing. Like, I'm not gonna let my son go. Like, my son is the man of the house. Like, calling him the prince and saying it's a palace and stuff like that. All that stuff is just not good for the psyche and for his psyche at all. And I like the fact that he kind of understood that and was just like, "Mom, like, bruh, you have to chillax. You know, all that shiznai that you be doing gotta go." For me, his vocabulary is very eccentric. Like, like what? How did the naive thing start? Like, at all? I don't even know. But anyway, yeah, I rate him a 7 out of 10. I don't like the fact that he be cheating, but I do appreciate him finally realizing that his mom sometimes is the problem and like apologizing to Shay and to Erica. I was so glad Scrappy didn't get back with Shay when Mama D invited her to his studio. I was like, thank you for having common sense and realizing that. Okay, second is Benzino. I don't really have nothing to say about him. He kind of just like be in the mix, but not really. He try to act like why? First of all, side note, why do they all go to the strip club to talk about their relationships? That makes no sense to me. Why are you going to a booty meat club to go talk about your girlfriend and your fiancés and your husbands and your wives? And your wives. That I don't know. Maybe it's Atlanta thing, but like that kind of seems like not the right space to be when you have relationship issues. But I don't know. More power to him. But he be in the mix. He be trying to like the whole issue with Carly Red and her and him. I'm like, do you not think about why did you not think about this before? Like, why did you give the ring to her and then be like, nah, never mind. Like over some small thing. I forgot what it was. It was like do you something like do you really think like we're ready or something like that? It's like that's a valid question to ask. Like because of all the things that he did previously. Like hello. So he's a character. I don't really whatever. I rate him a 6 out of 10. Okay, the DJ Baby Drew person that's Tracy's ex fiance. I don't like him at all. First of all, how did you get scammed out of $50,000? I really understood Tracy there because she was like, "This is why I don't let nobody take control. This is why I control everything. This is why I make sure everything's right. Because I would never get skinned out of $50,000. That's a lot of money. Like, and it was like there's no contract. Like, how would you not have no contract? That makes no sense. And then all like the women and stuff, like you can't be having your son around all these women. Like, and then I felt her hurt when she said like her son called her Megan after some girl that was around the house. I was like, dang, like that sucks. I understand where she's coming from now. And also, like, he a mess. He's a whole mess, bro. He was trying to act cool, but he really not. And he don't want Tracy to move on. It was like, he kind of came to a common ground season 2. He was like, oh, you can have somebody, but I just want to make sure that they're right for the kids. I'm just like, but you don't think about that when you have microwave. What she said, microwavable, microwavable girls around. That's so mean. Why you call them that? But yeah, I rate him a 4 out of 10. And finally, Kirk. I'm just gonna talk about season 1 and 2 because sorry, my light went out, y'all. Oh my computer died. Okay, but um, I'm just gonna talk about season 1 and season 2 because this stuff that happened recently, 2022. But I'm not gonna talk about that. He at first he seemed like a good person, but then when he cheated on her, on Rashida, when she was pregnant, that's what I felt for her. I was like, dang. I was like, damn, like even as much as I don't like Rashida, right is right and wrong is wrong. That is horrible to do to your wife. And then who was in there? The main corporate, Benzino. He's always somewhere he ain't supposed to be. Always doing something he ain't supposed to be doing. And then Kirk did all that, and then he's not remorseful at all. He's just like, oh, well, you said go do what you gotta do, or something like that. That's not what she meant, and you know that. That's not what she meant. Like what? And even with that, you're supposed to fight for her. That's your wife you're talking about, not some random person that you met in the street. This is your wife. And it's just crazy. He's a horrible person to her, and she deserves way better. Even though I don't like her for that, the whole McKay Michelle thing, she deserves better than that. That's so wrong. And I know they're still together because I've seen, but that's that's wow, crazy. I rate him a 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10. He ain't really 3 out of 10. I think that's it. We're approaching the 50-minute mark, or like 45 minutes. So yeah, y'all. This is the end of this podcast. If you want more of me, you can check out my socials down below. And with that, I'm gonna talk to y'all when I got something to say. Bye.